Faith in the Strat. What up, y'all? Time for that watch list video. I promise you. Shout out to the Oilyboyz. Shout out to my partners. What's up, everybody? So, we had a great Friday. Of course, we ran Cinco de Mayo. Shout out to everybody. Wish me a happy birthday. I think we have more upside to go. When I look at ES, obviously we're selling off. When you look at the M4, I'm at the M4 H4 hourly 4. I actually ended up taking a swing off of this push up. But we could likely open. I'm looking for us to bounce around this area. This is just my simple chart, nothing too detailed. But keep in mind this week, what I'm more focused on is the way we open Monday, Tuesday, because when we look this week, we have major red news, guys. Major red news. What the hell? My screenshot had that in it. Oh, well. So we have Monday, Tuesday, but then Wednesday, we have CPI data, 5:30. So that's before open. And then we have a bond auction. That will do a small reaction, but this is major. Then Thursday, we have PPI. So we have CPI, then PPI, paired with unemployment, both before. So this can make the market go back and forth, any type of way. Then on Friday, we have consumer sentiment, that's during the market. But these two, major. And we have FOMC Waller. She speaks on Thursday, but it's orange because it's not like the FOMC, just the member speaking. But it will make the market react choppy. So I am on the lookout. So like I said, realistically, we have a lot more highs we still need to take out after this pullback. So I am looking for us to be anywhere up here. When I pull up my more advanced, ES chart, I see we have a new opening week gap right about here. It's going to be 41.49 to 41.50. So watching that area. And we have this news week, and then we have the next news week. It's going to be at 41.64. Like I said, I'm looking for us to take out all of this and come back to last week's high, which is just the initial balance. So we're looking at about 42.07. When we open up the month on ES, we're still, like I said, below the previous month high. We already ran it. But like I said, I expect with data that they might draw us back to the upside of it. But the previous monthly high, the moment we reject, no, it's pretty much game over. The previous monthly high is going to be about right here, 41.98, with the opening being 41.88. So that's what I'm noticing on ES. When I look at NQ, we got something similar. So we'll pull up NQ right here. Full screen this bad boy. Go down. We got the new week opening gap. Shout out to all the people who prefer NQ to trade. Delete that. Delete that. We're up very high. Key level to watch out for. Key level that we sold off multiple times that I got. I don't know what it is, but new week opening gap. And then a small run up. So this would be like 0.35, very small run up. We could break above because above here is the BF, but we don't know for sure. Now, I do know, I think I saw on Twitter, a lot of people were saying XOK had a hammer on the week. Hammer is actionable. That is a deep reaching hammer, but I'll be cautious because this hammer could just be a false break and trap people. So anything above this is always going to be 2-up actionable signal continuation hammer. So it's a good area to look at, but let's look at the plays now because that's what I'm more focused on is the plays because I got a few beamers. First one on my list can be like high priority or maybe close to number one. It's going to be actually surprisingly going to be in the banking sector. So my number one pick is actually going to be MS, Morgan Stanley. So when we look, this one doesn't look like much on the month until we start going down. Then we go to like the week and we see a sweep here, which is what I look for right below, like a penny below. Then we see this up week fail. But when we start going down, we'll see, look at that. Down to the 2-day. The 2-day has a 2-up hammer with a VI above. Then we'll go to the daily. Look at that. This is the sweep. So we have internal liquidity ran and external. With that move, we have a 2 down, 2 up. I'm just looking for a 2-up continuation. 2-up continuation, but it's likely price could retrace because this is kind of like an order block now and come into my buy zone. So even from this to this, or from up here to just a VI, is a 2% move. This is the next target, but I know how price likes to move past the VI and wick into it and reject or pass it. So I would expect the first pass to come to the VI and reject. It's going to be an easy 2-up continuation, in my opinion. So that's going to be Morgan Stanley. And don't just think it's Morgan Stanley. It's actually Sorry, y'all. It's actually all the banking stocks. So when I go to XLF, because that's going to be the banking symbol, we look, MA also has a very fire setup. Look at this. Simple uptrend, and then a TTO, or a little squeeze pullback, boom. 2 down, 2 up hammer into a key level to a continuation. So MA is another good looking one. We're going to look at GS, same pattern. Look, swept the lows, 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, continuation with a gap above. Goldman Sachs high on the list. Visa, major gapper, sweep of the low. We'll look at all these lows, boom. All these lows just got ran. 2 down, 2 up, huge gap with a lot of targets to the upside. JPM, not really liking so much. Same pattern though. Citibank, same pattern. And then of course, XLF, same pattern, y'all. So looks like a good week incoming for banks. If you ask me, just my personal opinion, we're going to see on Monday. Remember, we don't mirror our bias. We just trade what we see. Cleanest setups is what we look to take. And we look to add to those as much as we can. Manage them effectively, of course, with risk management and get out. Another one's going to be W. So this is a swing, might be due for a pullback, but I'm looking at this from a monthly swing to quarterly. So this one is one to keep on your list and hop in 2 to 3 month out contracts. I'm actually in shares. But the reason I know is because at the beginning of the year, I took swings off a W around this, a few stop hunts, and we ended up gapping up to here, and I made like 1,400% and then 700%. And then I don't know if I made this gap. Actually, I did. I caught this gap, which would caught me up a lot, and I ended up selling. But all in all, I didn't realize in like less than a month, when we come to a daily, in a month, this is 24 daily. So about a month, a little over a month, because 20-day candles in a month, 142% on asset. This one trade on a few contracts could have made anybody, I'm guessing like tens to hundreds of thousands to like, I think 1,000 was over $1 million, $1,000 in. So I'm not going to miss that again because I was very upset. So I'm only buying monthlies on this one because I see the gap up. Obviously, that's going to be a rejection, but I know how it goes. So I'm already, like I said, I'm already positioned in W swing. Don't make the mistake of only buying weeklies on this like I did last time. Buy time on this one. You guys know how rare it is for me to swing. So for me to be calling swing, hop in this one. I'm in the May 23rd standard, and I'm actually going to hop in next week, June. So I'll be in the June 23rd swing on these because this is something that's at an absolute level. You see the BF, great swing, great play. Now, another one I'm going to be looking at, high on the list, is going to be AMD, obviously. Continuation with the way we ended the day. AMD and NVIDIA. Both going to be up continuations. And then actually we're going to be looking at Riot and Mara also for calls. Mara is already pushing up out of a key zone with Riot lagging it, coming right out of this VI. So Riot is going to look a little bit better off of open for calls. And then my last one, this one I really like for Monday, Amazon. This setup is fire. Reaching down into this VI, barely breaking above. The moment we break above on Amazon, we're not. I do not think we're coming back. I think this is going to be lift off. Bing, bing, bing. Tomorrow we'll see 110 Amazon very easily, in my opinion. Very easily. I think we're going to go straight for 110. Don't know, but that's my bias. The setup just looks too fire. I've seen it before. Even if we don't hit 110, that's a great move up. All we got to worry about is this imbalance. But once we push through that, like once we push through this 106.80 and above, it's not coming back. Like that shit is going to rocket. It's going to blow your face off. So definitely look at trades like that. Amazon's going to be very high up on my list. That's XLY. Another good swing would be some of these cars. So Tesla, this is a good one to buy shares in. We've been buying this from the bottom. I got stopped out once. That's how I knew. Took a buy here, stopped out. Then all last week, we've played it. It's been breaking up. So with Tesla, if you can't afford Tesla, you can always play the other cars. It's going to be like Lucid, Neo, which Neo looks pretty good. And my favorite's going to be Rivian. I like Rivian the most. These also cars are something you're going to hop into swings. I would say like monthlies and up. If I'm swinging, guys, I'm always buying the monthly contract and up. I don't even waste time getting 2 weeks because anything like that, it feels more like how my day trades, or like an overnight swing, which I don't really count as a swing to me. In my head, if I'm swinging some overnight, it's not really a swing. So like I said, I hopped in SPX Monday and Tuesday calls. It's not really a swing. It's like kind of just a continuation of a move. For me, a swing is like a few days to a few weeks. And for that, I have to hop into monthlies and higher to give me the most time. That way my entry doesn't have to be as precise. Because if I'm only using weekly and monthlies, my entry's got to be precise. If I'm in monthlies, I can enter here, even though this is obviously a bad entry, it pulls back. I can just add to my position. So people make the mistake of swinging. It's going full position, hitting drawdown, getting stopped out, and it takes off. You want to enter or wait for a pullback and enter. And you want a partial in or out. That's what I always recommend people to do when they're swinging. Oh, last one is going to be gold. That's another one on my list. I want to see where gold is at right now. Monthly swing, still going good. We had a pullback, and I'm surprised because we're at my key level. I was expecting gold to actually sell back down to here, but we're consolidating. So if we consolidate, gold is actually giving my same parabolic setup that I like. So keep an eye on gold, because gold tomorrow can be, depending on where London opens, like if London opens anywhere 2036, can be another explosive trade back to 2063 and up. So gold for tomorrow will be on the list. All right, y'all, that's going to be it. I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of my day. Y'all take care now. Peace. Faith in the strat. If you're watching this, you've probably made it to the end of one of my videos. If you would like, please take the time to check out my link tree. What you're going to see is some of the links I offer, some of the services. You can book a one-on-one. You could actually join the Discord with me, where we do live streaming every day, 5 days a week. Join the wait list, or check out, I also now have a free strat course with mentorship info. So please, when you guys get the chance, check out the link.